everyone, and welcome to another edition of Almost Martha. And today I am going to be making something a little different. I wanted something for dessert, but I don't want it to be bad for us. So I'm going to be using maple syrup instead of sugar, and I'm going to be using almond flour and olive oil, and I think it's still going to be delicious. And that's sort of the goal. We're trying to get on a health train here and eat foods that are good for us and good for our body. But, it takes a little bit of doing. You have to think about things a little bit harder. You have to plan, more in advance. So it's a journey. It's a journey. I'll share some of that with you. So far, it's been really good. We've been eating a lot of fish and eating a lot of vegetables, and that's going to continue, but we're still going to eat well. So that's the challenge, right? So stick with me as we sort of enter a new phase here on Almost Martha. I'll still make something decadent once in a while, but we're trying to be healthy and make healthy be delicious. So join me on this new journey. All right, the first thing I did was I took about a half cup of sliced almonds and I toasted them in the oven, maybe for about 10 minutes. And as you can see, they're a very light tan color. That's right, you don't want to go any darker than that. So these have been nice and toasted. Yeah, I have a juicer here now. We're juicing. Juicing is good for you. I also have 2 cups of almond flour, to which I have added 2 teaspoons of baking powder and a 1/4 teaspoon of salt. And I've mixed that all together right there. Now I've got some liquid ingredients that I want to mix together. So we'll start with 3 eggs. And eggs are the only thing that's in here, so I feel pretty good putting them in like that. Okay, I have to rinse my hands. All right, so to my eggs, I'm going to add, and I'm going to measure this because, often I don't measure my vanilla because I like a lot of vanilla, right? But now I'm going to measure almond extract, and it calls for 1 teaspoon of almond extract. And this extract is very pungent, carries a lot of flavor, so you don't want to put way too much in there. So 1 teaspoon of that. It does call for 1/2 teaspoon of vanilla, but I'm going to add more. So I have my little vanilla paste here, so I'm just going to add about 1 teaspoon of my vanilla paste. Okay. Can't have enough vanilla. And I have a 1/2 cup of maple syrup. Now this is real maple syrup. Don't buy the fake maple syrup, because if we're trying to get any health benefits here, you don't want to get, fructose that has been colored to look like maple syrup. We don't want that. We want the real thing. Because it's natural, it's good for you. It's not as bad for you as that, fructose syrup. So, yes, I talk like that. Okay, now I've got my flour mixture. So we've got that 2 cups of almond flour with the baking powder and a little bit of salt. Didn't have a lot of salt in it. Just sort of put this in a little at a time. Okay. Ooh, I can really smell that almond extract. Really, it smells good. I always liked it. My mom never cared for it, right, Mom? You never cared for almond extract, but I always kind of liked it. So this cake may not be for you, Mom. Okay. All right, so for these almonds that we have nicely browned over here, We're going to spread some of these on top of the cake. I'm going to take about half of these though, and I'm just going to put them right in the cake, and the rest will go sprinkled on top. Okay, great. Now I have a springform pan because that'll look nice when we, take the collar off, and I'm going to spray it with a little Pam. Okay, I have my Pam. We're also going to add 2 tablespoons of olive oil. Okay, because we haven't added any fat yet to this cake. There you go. Okay, great. Now we're just combining that olive oil in. So no butter, we're doing olive oil instead. We are going to make a very healthy version. I hope he's going to like it. I hope he's going to like it. Okay, let me. All right, now I'm going to take this, put it right in here. This is probably a slightly bigger springform pan than it actually called for. So this is a little bigger than an 8-inch springform pan. So my cake will probably be a little lower than normal, but that's okay. So hold on a second. Okay, so the cake will be a little flatter than normal. I'm okay with that. And I'm just going to sprinkle the rest of these almonds on top of the cake. You put some inside. Just sort of cover the whole thing. Okay, looks good. I'm going to put this in the oven, and it's a little shallow in here, so I'm going to check it after 15, 20 minutes, and let's see how we're doing. But it's going to be good. I'll let you know. Okay, and here we are. And here is my beautiful little almond cake. That's Annie barking to the house next door. I don't know what the fascination is, except they do have 2 dogs over there. So, okay. I did sprinkle it with some powdered sugar, but I used powdered sugar that's made from monk fruit. So this is not sugar. This is sort of like a sugar-free sugar, and it's really delicious too. And it melts easily if you want to use it in different things. This is the sweetener I use when I make ice cream with no sugar. This is good stuff. But this is the final product. I think it looks great. I'm going to take a little slice out of it so I can taste it with you. And let's see how good it is. I still have it on the little thing from the springform pan. Okay, well that looks good. Ooh, that looks good. It looks really moist too, super moist. Okay, ready? Oh wow. That is really good. That is really great. So it's gluten-free, no butter, olive oil, almond flour. Wow, that is really good. That's really good. You don't even need ice cream on top. Really moist and delicious, and pretty to look at. So we did it. So if you want the recipe, just go to almost-martha.com. This recipe, all the other recipes I've done are there. I really have a lot of recipes there now. So go give it a look. almost-martha.com. And we will see you next time as I sort of continue this health and wellness journey. So let's look for delicious food that's good for you together. All right, thanks. Bye, Mom. See you next time. Oh, that was really good.